আজকে অনুপ ভৌমিক উদয়পুরের ছেলে ইঞ্জিনিয়ার, সে আজকে আমাদের মাননীয় হাইকোর্টে একটা জনস্বার্থ মামলা করে। জনস্বার্থ মামলাটার মূল কারণটা হচ্ছে যে আমাদের রাজ্যে দীনদয়াল উপাধ্যায় গ্রাম জ্যোতি যোজনায় প্রায় 160 কোটি টাকার মতো বরাদ্দ করা হয় এবং এই টাকা এই কাজটার জন্য সংশ্লিষ্ট TSECL তার টেন্ডার ডাকে। টেন্ডারের মধ্যে 4-5 জন আমাদের ত্রিপুরারও কিছু এর মধ্যে তারা পার্টিসিপেট করে। এর মধ্যে একজন এটা কোম্পানি, এটার নাম হচ্ছে মাহসিদি ইনফ্রা ডেভেলপার্স প্রাইভেট লিমিটেড। ইয়েস। তো এখন প্রশ্ন হচ্ছে যে এই যে
in financial bid, the rate they have quoted, it has been seen that they have quoted different prices for same materials, but as per SBD clause attachment number 14, there is a clause mentioned, fall clause, in which it is mentioned that if a bidder is supplying similar materials with different rates, the lowest quoting rate will be the unit rate of those similar materials. But TSECL does not follow this guideline of REC, and more than 1 crore and 50 lakhs rupees of benefit were given directly to them straight away. The scope of work under these projects were more than 1511 kV lines to be executed under this, more than 2000 kilometer LT line, and 544 numbers of distribution transformers to be installed, including 63 kVA, 25 kVA and 100 kVA. The calibration certificate submitted by this bidder is expired during the vendor approval as well as the GTP during approval, which was unfortunate. TSECL has purposely given a vendor approval by considering this expired calibration certificate, although distribution transformer is a huge material by considering this project. In many occasions, it has been seen that during execution of works, workers, linemen died due to electrocution or by collapse of pit or fall from height or pole. And by considering this, REC had given specific guidelines to TSECL and also to the bidder. The contractor have to deploy a safety officer having a diploma in safety, and the CB should be cleared by the TSECL. There should be a continued safety audit, and the report should be submitted to TSECL. And after opening of technical bid as well as financial bid, the tenders were cancelled by TSECL, and again retender was called with the same estimated value, and again along with other bidders, Mahashidi Infra Developers Private Limited also participated in this bidders. The estimated value is 160 crore, comprising of 4 tenders, and as I have mentioned earlier that REC had given specific guidelines about to finalize the L1 bidder about the pre-qualification criteria about the bidders. Mahashidi Infra Developers Private Limited had submitted some performance certificates about their past executed works. In one performance certificate, they have mentioned that they have completed a certain project in 2017, but in another document they have mentioned that the project is still ongoing, and they have submitted a balance sheet in which it is mentioned the liquid asset which is required to qualify in this technical bid as 15 crore. But in another document, they have mentioned that liquid asset is 46 crore, which is contradictory. Even if we consider these manipulated performance certificates, but this bidder does not qualify in the pre-qualification criteria mentioned in the standard bidding documents. In standard bidding document, TSECL has put a specific clause that to qualify commercially, a bidder have to have experience up to 31st March 2015. This bidder doesn't have any performance certificate up to the date. All the performance certificate they have submitted is beyond the date, that is 31st March 2015. But as I have mentioned, these performance certificates are manipulated. These performance certificates are fakes. But TSECL accepted their technical bid, and after opening of financial bid, as expected, Maharshi Infra Developers Private Limited has become the L1 bidder in all the 4 tenders, and subsequently work orders was given to them.
Right, firstly.
That in rural areas of the country, the agricultural and the non-agricultural load caters from same distribution network, and distribution utilities in rural areas resort to frequent load shedding due to poor distribution network. And we know that demand of electricity in rural areas are increasing day by day, so it requires the distribution network to be augmented and strengthening. But due to poor financial health of the distribution utilities in the rural areas, results in underinvestment in those distribution network. And by considering this important aspect, Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana was launched by Ministry of Power and under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. Rural Electrification Corporation (REC) is the monitoring head of the project under the overall guidance of Ministry of Power. And REC has sanctioned rupees 358 crore under this project. Rupees 358 crore rupees under this project. And as Tripura is a special category state, the contribution system of the sanction amount is like that. Government of India will contribute 85% of the sanction amount. 5% will be contributed by the state government or by the by TSECL. That means Tripura State Electricity Corporation Limited, and the rest 10% is of loan. REC has given specific guidelines about how to implement these projects. They have given specific guidelines how to finalize the L1 bidder. Is he capable of do the said works, and by maintaining the standard of work. And subsequently TSECL has floated tenders, and along with other bidders, Maharshi Infra Developers Private Limited also participated in these tenders.